Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the show. We have a pretty awesome matchup right now coming up between Mockets and 5balls. Now, this matchup is going to be pretty interesting. I'm looking at the veto right now, and I think this matchup is looking like a 50-50, Keith. My brain just can't quite put a... Can't quite grip it, Keith.
I like the sound of 50-50s. 5balls, a team that's very explosive, and a team where if they don't get the fiery start that they typically get, they typically fizzle out from a lot of the games I've watched. If they don't have that good first half or like a very competitive first half, they're typically slow to get going. But Smoke Criminals, another team I haven't had the pleasure of seeing yet, but I'm happy I get to see them here. Clearly, they've made the run, so now it's time to rock.
Absolutely, and there are no available head-to-heads between these two lineups on HLTV. So, I mean, we don't really know what to expect. The first map is going to be Mirage. I think knife round's already underway, so we can go ahead and just jump straight into the server. And then while we kind of talk over this round right now, excuse me, I'm having a terrible hiccups. I don't know why. I never get hiccups except in the worst possible time, and then I get hiccups. But yeah, it's going to be Mirage, the first map. This is Mocket's map pick, or Smoke Criminals, I should call them. I don't think they're playing under the Mocket brand anymore, but if we make the mistake, so be it. But Smoke Criminals, they've picked Mirage. I've seen them play that map. They look solid on it, but I've also seen 5balls play Mirage, and they're not too shabby on this map either. And of course, the second map picked by 5balls will be Nuke, and the Inferno will be the decider. So this
Is that the same 5balls roster that I saw last time, or is Ghost Boy a stand-in?
I think no, they have like they use different names on the Faceit platform, but no, it should be the main lineup here.
Okay. I like that. 5balls. And throw a smoke in towards jungle. Zed is gonna have that flash to get his players out of ramp, and here they go. They'll lead the charge. James is gonna hide in towards Sandwich. Gets two. His teammate gets the third. He's done his job. He can die now. Rosino will get one on top of it. What a hold from Smoke Criminals. They just stacked A, and they just plowed that round over.
Wow, I literally blinked and this round's already over. That looks so clean. Rosino with that clean 3K. I don't even think he took a point of damage. Here we go. Smoke Criminals have now been rewarded with weapons, Keith. Their efforts, never futile. And it is 5balls. They're going to go for the full save. It's going to be Glocks mostly here, so they don't really have much to work with. I imagine they're just going for that bomb plant. Maybe if they can get a couple kills, weaken the Smoke Criminals economy early, great. Otherwise, I don't think they're expecting much. Oh, that aid! Well, goodbye, ZQ. See you next round.
Well placed, well placed, well placed. They're off. Gonna get some tag damage from mid window. He can keep peeking to their blocks. 3 kills for him, and free they are. Just coffee, Jay. Coffee. And no luck for him. No plant, but 5balls should still buy it, imagine. They can give a decent chunk of utility. I think it'll be Molly-less, unless, yeah, you sacrifice a bit. But it's enough to default at the start of the round. Mirage is not the most utility-heavy map in defaults, unless you want to get mid-control in your default. Outside of that, it's a lot of just holding.
Yeah, but even for mid, sometimes you can just go out with rifles and just kind of take it over. So, yeah, I agree with you. Not so utility-heavy. It does help, though, obviously. Now, Firat isn't he wasn't connected about a second ago until they got a haircut for free, but Zeisy does answer back from Cat, and now things are evened up. So mid-control eventually belongs to excuse me, the 5ball side, but they've gone 1-for-1 for it. Now, they know that one of the B defenders is wounded. I wonder if that'll come into decision, or at least factor into the decision to hit B here. Yeah, I think it is. The bomb is making its way over towards the upper B. Balls. They do have a lurk remaining in middle. He'll probably keep tabs, maybe hold the rotations down, maybe coming late either through Con or through Cat, which appears it might be Con. Yeah, this is really well called by 5balls, I have to say.
Just gonna walk this one out, but look at the rotate from Zaysky. He's made his way in towards Market. In the meantime, Cracker has worked up Con, so this is like a timing battle that Rosino will win. And now he feels confident to rotate through CT. Zaysky is here. He'll drop that molly. Now 5balls smoke it off or run through it. They're going to let him smoke it off and go through. Good entry from Coffee. The nade is in response. But they own the site in a 2v2. Their health is a little low. Rosino will lose that fight based on timing. ZQ. That's a huge kill for him. Now they're going to double up. Maybe a bait and switch towards bench. No, Ghost Boy's going to reposition. The smoke stops the jump spot from being, well, effective, but ZQ gets the call and he'll get the shot. Big 3K for him. He'll pick up the SG, and 5balls will move on with a round victory.
Young Sad Zed. That's a beast, man. There it is. 4-2 already for Sad Zed. Now again, that decision was so intelligent by 5balls. I mean, they knew one of the players on B was weakened. They just go out. If they find that anchor that's healthy, boom, easy sight. If support tries to come in, dead. What are these spams coming out from Smoke Criminals? The harass is nice. Oh, it's out of 35 HP. Based on the positioning of 5balls, I'm going to go ahead and say this is probably going to end into a B execute with full commitment happening here from this 5ball side. There are all 5 players in the upper B site. So smokes are out now. Flashes are soon to follow. And they have the site to work with for free, Keith. Maybe not free.
They smoked off. I mean, yeah, they smoked off both B players in their catwalk, but they're jumping out window with no flashes. So these players can't have free reign with those Augs. Just shutting down these players jumping out window. They can see above these smokes better than these AKs can see through them. As Fearoth, this smoke starts to fade. He's gifted a free kill, unaware as Trekker. And the smoke started to fade. ZQ will try his best, but he gets shut down. It's all in Ghost Boy. 1v3 and it's gone with a scout. Smoke Criminals did not have the most healthy buy there with utility and lack of kits, but they make it work just based in quick rotations and 5balls taking fights at long range. These Augs reigning victory.
For sure. And that's kind of one of the flaws of the McDonald's smokes, right? The Bo arches, you kind of have this tiny little gap that if you're all the way in the back of the cat, you can kind of see over into the windows. I mean, you just take harassment for free. So if you don't have effective flashbangs, well, that's the result. You lose either players or you're losing a lot of health trying to get down into sight. So really well called by Smoke Criminals, just being patient on the retake. But now 5balls are down to pistols, a little bit of upgraded weapons, but mostly just pistols. I think one person has armor. They are setting up for an execute towards the A site. This is a desperate attempt to at least gain space, isolate the player on site, maybe get the bomb down and come in strong for the next round. But here we go. Smokes are out. One single flash to follow. And James is decapitating them already.
Yeah, you just don't want to let him get to site. Rosino realizes you can't let this plan happen either. Rosino and Fearoth, everyone wants to get this kill. Fearoth ends up getting it. Can he get to the M4? Yeah, easily. Smoke Criminals make some cash, lose 2 players, but all in all, not so bad. Here comes the reinvestment for 5balls. It can include an op if they so choose. And yes, Ghost Boy will pick it up and drop that over to Impala, who, by the way, is super sick if you have never had a chance to watch him.
Impala?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
Super sick. For the viewers.
Yeah, yeah, if you guys have never seen Impala play, which I imagine a lot of you in the chat have seen him play, he is a lot of fun to watch. There's a lot of players in the server that are a lot of fun to watch. Fearoth is such a fun opera to watch as well. I love when both teams have operas that are like really fun to watch. Always a good time. Right now, Smoke Criminals are doing a really good job. Their economy is looking alright, not quite stable yet. The last round may be a little bit too expensive than they would have hoped. Well, I'm still down towards upper mid, by the way, so 5ball is likely not committing anytime soon, Keith, but mid control, maybe they can get window and jungle control right here. That will help them immensely.
This boost is so good. It's so underused. A lot of teams will boost someone up close, and then you have to like jiggle and wide swing to get that deep jungle kill. That boost allows you to see all the way deep jungle, and James was not ready for that. And now Connor's in a weird spot, right? He's like, I kind of want to rotate, but at the same time, do I trust Fearoth or do I trust Zaysky towards the cat? Well, now he's legged, so now I almost can't trust him. Right now, he has to kind of stay in between the sides. 5balls have broken up this entire mid area beautifully, and Smoke Criminals have no info anywhere, and they're heavily tagged, so they're kind of nervous.
Yeah, I mean, they have this entire map split right now. This is a great decision once again. Zaysty's down to 29 HP. He's likely not going to be able to hold back against this and easily, like, assassinated out of sight. I mean, he's just been plucked out of the server, plucked out of the B-bomb site. Good damage coming out from Connor right now. He is able to do some damage, but the bomb will still go down just in time. Now it's going to be a 3 versus 4 retake on the B site, but they don't have the right utility to make this work. They can't flush Van. They can't flush out bench, and yeah, they're not going to be comfortable enough for it, so they're going to fall right back and around for 5balls with 4 players alive. A good answer back.
That's good. They need a couple more of these. But so far, if they can keep this balance of 4-2 going, I mean, the half will work out pretty decently for them. As we'll see, 5balls all exit. They'll all stay alive. They'll hang on to Impala's op. Didn't come into play this round, but it was a lot of the riflers just getting those open picks towards mid, that cheeky little boost. You pull out that trick once, though. Now James, I think, is going to be a bit more aware going forward for that.
For sure, for sure. Also, if you're wondering, Ghost Boy is Deuce. Deuce 666.
Deuce on it.
I wonder if Fearoth is still IGLing. I know he was IGLing for Smoke Criminals a while ago. I'm just not entirely sure if he still is or isn't right now. But this guy's nuts, man. Like, he's always putting up good stats, and he was IGLing previously as well. So, pitch control, this time is a little bit up in speed. 5balls are looking to go really fast right here. They're already on their window coming from top mid. Coffee catches Rosinho trying to get on top of the pot, but Seaside does have a great flank right now. And James looks back at the perfect time. That is so unlucky.
Yep. I told you James would be aware of that from now on. He's not going to get caught from window twice in a row. I think he set that as a personal goal, Roy. Not to get caught from the same thing twice.
A good goal to set.
Oh, but now Coffee set a better one. An entry frag towards A. That leaves just James, who's, I believe, that's mollied off now. He's way about 20 of his HP. They're going to be trying to cross here as ASD. Well, he'll hold the cross. That's an odd fight to try to take there, Cracker. I mean, he has an AUG as well. He should get this plan in. Let's get dome through the smoke. Yeah, plan is in. They have a smoke CT. ASD can make this retake happen, but I don't think he suspects this player in the past. That is a late lurk and a half. That's some get-right level lurk.
And they do have a kit in spawn. If Zexy can find this player in middle, that could help. He throws his pistol, but Impala and Deuce both find kills. James, no choice, puts back out. The Obros can't save him now. I think he's being hunted. Yeah, he's definitely being hunted.
Yeah, I'd say they can throw one more gun at this. But, I mean, Cracker will try. Comes down to the angle. Yeah.
Nice.
Well played from James. He should stay alive. He's gonna try to grab. Is there an op or something towards CT? What does he want? A kit? Oh! Just didn't get it.
He's looking for the op. Fearoth stop, right?
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Just short.
Hi, chat. Just wanted to say hi. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content, enjoying yourselves. This is gonna be a great matchup. Let the games begin. James, the only hero AUG in the round. I think Smoke Criminals are saving besides that, just mostly pistols, a little bit of armor for Fearoth, but their numbers are in the right place right now, Keith. They have that stack going towards the B site.
Yeah, it's looking good. Tasty will try, but just absolutely shut down. One bullet out of the deagle, and that was it. Tasty's gone. Now, James is here with the AUG. And I believe he has this Connor underneath the window of the Deagle. So that's a great setup. Coffee is going to fall back, meet up with his other player. As Fearoth is pushed all the way through, and 5balls taking no chances.
Oh,
they are just
no.
chilling and waiting, and Fearoth is removed.
They,
Cracker is aware.
Yeah, they heard him earlier coming in. Dude, that clear makes things so much more awkward now for Smoke Criminals because they have no choice but to send a player back towards the A site, which now weakens the B defense. And that's where 5balls are still intending to hit. It's still B.
Molly drop towards Van. That shouldn't spread, but James here with the AUG. He gets one. Ooh, a dink up on Impala. Can he get another kill? He can. That's doable if he still had another player alive with him, perhaps. They could isolate Impala, maybe get this up, but Rosino's stuck outside of Market, Roy. And Impala's just going to hold on this cross. Rosino crouch peeks into it. Easy shot from Impala. Great round from Cracker. I mean, he just did work from opening frag to worrying about the flank. His ears are clearly wide open as it's 4-4 now. Smoke Criminals. This has to be a buy, although it's going to be a little rough around the edges. I imagine AC is going to do something a little risky, maybe an underpass push or something tasty.
Yeah, there are so many options available for Mirage. It's one of the things I actually do appreciate about it. It is incredibly versatile in terms of setups. I do wonder where the MP9 is going, and it seems like he's going into ladder room. Not a bad position for it, actually. Only thing with ladder room is you're really strong while you hold down window and hold down ladder, but as soon as you have to retake a site, suddenly not as effective, but I don't think it's going to matter. It's going to be 3 men towards the A site for 5balls, applying pressure, throwing utility, smokes and mollies, flashes coming in. 2 players coming in on the flank, but the kills are all rating in for 5balls, and even the trades.
Everything is perfect. The player up mid, Cracker, did so much work from mid window to getting that kill towards A. Smoke clears for Connor, and it's a 2v2. They have a kit, but no utility to get the back end of this. No smoke. Or they do have a smoke, excuse me. Fearoth does have one, so this changes things a little bit. Fearoth can just smoke the bomb and try to cross with it. That's exactly what he'll do. He'll get that on the bomb, he'll be upstairs. He is the player with the kit, so he should not try to take this fight and die. He's the only one with the kit. Connor doesn't have one. Now this defuse becomes really impossible.
Yeah, that smoke was not well placed either. It went a little bit too deep. Connor, though, trying to do what he can, but Impala is just too fast. There it is, 5balls. I'm even, to be honest, I'm kind of surprised this even came down to a 2v2. 5balls got every single kill, plus the trade. They got 3 for 1. Regardless, smoke criminals are back on the back foot. That's going to be pistols. A little bit of armor for some of these players, but a 1D comes out from James, the Obros. The power of the Obros has helped him out this time. Now Deuce is out. Yeah, he's looking for that gun, but Coffee's holding it down as well. And wow, that's fast.
Coffee's looking hot. I don't know, man. These AKs would look scary on 5balls. And they're just getting started on this half. This is a good transition round. It is against pistols, and they are against people who are pushing or have play-off angles. But 5balls have had a good understanding of rotates, and their mid-round calls have just been so safe, right? They've never, like, all the information they've gathered has come into, like, question when they're IPO to, like, make a mid-round.
Right.
It's been very clean.
Yeah, it's a really good point. As Icy does have a deagle armor. He's a solo A defender, but this is even tough to ask, even from Zasty. Shifty comes out on top, but if Fearoth can do some damage or harass him down, oh, Zasty gives away his position as well. Now this is a lot more awkward. Fearoth with a drive-by CZ finds 1 Coffee. It does answer back, but damage is dealt. This is suddenly winnable.
Oh, this is very winnable. If Cracker takes a weird fight here, he's gonna cross CT. That's kind of like the final boss position. Now, this smoke from Coffee does not help Cracker in the slightest, because now he can't hold his cross outside of default. So they're able to get, or outside of triple. He will find Fear off the top stairs. Lovely shot. Connor takes his AK. So doable for Connor, though. He can wait out the smoke, find a 1v1. He's going to cross. In the open is Coffee. He gets the first. Can he find the second? He might know there's a second player close. Gets that smoke on the bomb and gets to tapping. He's going to get to Firebox. Can't make the jump. That's where Crutcher comes around the corner of default. Removes his head. 5balls stay so far. 5 rounds in a row. They keep the streak up. And finally, Smoke Criminals have some cash, but they need to do something with it. I need to see Fearoth step up.
I mean, he's doing not too shabby right now, but definitely could be a little bit better. And then again, this map is, it can be pretty op heavy on the CT side, so you expect better performances. Man, I still can't get over how well played that was from Krecker in that 1v1. I mean, he played that almost to perfection. There's nothing Otter could have done right there, or whoever that was alive. But it's now 6-4 lead. It's a really good lead, and they have enough money in the bank for a second purchase as well. So I mean, 5balls are in a pretty good spot halfway through the half here. I should say like 3/4. But 6.
There we are. And Paul is still patient in that off, holding towards connector. Typically, an Opera will hold that for a little bit at the start of the round, then fade off, but he was committed to that. And he catches James peeking back. And now at least draws, in a spot where he can't afford to play CT on towards the A side. He has to push forward. He's got to get more aggressive so his rotating players can support him instead of having to support the site and pull back. Cracker pushes up and air moves AC. That's a big kill because now Fearoth has no help. Or excuse me, Razino has no help. He's under belt. Gets the one. Paul is still top mid. Cuts off the rotates at the knee. And it leaves Connor in a 1v4. And if he comes up Con, he's about to be met by Impala again. And there it is. Pretty much the exact same spot.
Okay. 5balls. They're really stepping it up right now. They're so good at using mid control to their advantage. It's actually awesome to watch. 7-4 though. 3-round lead. Money's looking alright. Now money here for Smoke Criminals is the opposite of alright. They could use some help, and it's gonna be pistols, armor, one single nade, and one flash. I don't know how they can hold against this, but they're gonna have to.
Connor jumping up. Lovely 2 shots from Connor. How does he do that from the barrel? Just Impala swaps to the AK to remove the plague that is Connor, and he's got the other one. Impala brings it back in a huge situation, and he finds the solution.
Wow. That seemed kind of reckless there from Rosinho. Job really well done by Connor. Those 2 shots were clean, clinical almost. But it is an 8-4 lead, and I'm starting to get concerned here for Smoke Criminals. They need more numbers here on the CT side. Double op setup is back online. They don't have any kits though as well, and I'm kind of surprised considering Connor has 1,500. He need to invest into a single kit, but the first kill does go in their way, and Rosinho finds a second as well.
That's what we need if you're going to be putting in money into the double op. It needs to pay off, and Rosinho, the single op. He may even just go for the ace. He'll be shut down at 3. Deuce is going to push out, and if they can bring this back, Impala and Deuce, imagine, Roy. If they could do this, Rosinho would be gutted. They've had the double up 3 times now. And finally around, it connects. And 5balls are not going to rush into this. They don't want to rush it like lambs into the slaughter they're going to hold. Impala worries about the T push. While Deuce will worry about a ramp, and Smoke Criminals, they can just sit still. I mean, look, Connor, he's all the way through at B. They can just sit still, and if Connor dies, he's so pushed forward, they'll have enough time to rotate.
Yeah, exactly. And Connor is playing really smart. He's playing containments versus, like, aggression. He's just holding the B apps, and as long as he's here, they literally can't be B unless they go up cat magically and don't get spotted. But I think right now, Smoke Criminals are playing this to almost a perfection. They just need to not get into their own heads. Don't let the paranoia settle in too hard. Oh no, it's starting to settle in a little bit. Oh, the paranoia's got them splitting apart.
Here's one. This is where Connor should be yelling. Not to peek. Do not, just hide on A. They're coming. You have numbers. And it's all on Deuce. The bomb gets dropped. And he finds Fear off. He can with the wall bang. With more players close at James doesn't expect that. 5balls. They drop the ops. They recover 1. That was scary because they had all the info and still almost played out of it.
But they managed to get the job done at the very least. That's good. Now 5balls, they still have a lot of money in the bank, and if they get a bomb plant here, they might force buy it again. But Smoke Criminals, if they want a free round, this is it. This is the turning point. This could be an A7.5 right here. First kill goes for Zeiss. He gets traded back by Deuce quickly with the SG. Now Fearoth is still lingering around mid. He's looking for that kill. Not quite able to find it, and he will get smoked off, so not much for Fearoth to eat here in middle. This time, 5balls are going on like much slower in middle. They're not looking to go up fast con or get a boost up window. They go 1 for 1. That's not too bad.
I enjoy the different shades of 5balls so far. Speaking of shade and 5balls, did you know there's a thing called shade balls that are half-filled balls of water that get put on the top of drinking reservoirs?
No.
Now you know.
Okay. To know.
Fun fact. I watched a video on it recently. There you go. So 5balls throw a con smoke. ZQ, the black top behind him. James finds his teammate. Good refract from ZQ. He's going to wait for his palace player. He's going to wait for Coffee to take the eyes off the side players. He Chico peeks out to Rosinho and finds that frag. They're still worried about CT, but Fearoth and Connor were both towards B. And ZQ's going to get in towards jungle. He's trying to. Fearoth is here with the op. If ZQ peeks his head in, he's dead. His head's gone. No bomb plant yet. Impala wants to post with his op. This seems very scrambly. If Impala loses this peak, well then it's gonna be rough. And he wins that fight. Connor gone. He's holding Con. Here comes Fearoth. Timing is off. But at least Impala will get CT, and if Coffee just hides, they should have this in the bag, Roy.
Yeah, and Impala just jiggled him. That's so sick from Impala. Now they know exactly where Firath is. They don't have to worry about their left. They don't have to worry about anything. They know exactly where to find him. The only problem is he has no kit and time is running out. And he's starting to back out already. Out of the con he goes, out of the site he goes, and 5balls advanced to 9 rounds on the T side of Mirage. That is an impressive performance so far, Keith, I have to say. They could even finish double digits here as well.
And this is Smoke Criminal's pick. Now the thing about Mirage, I feel like it depends on the day you're having. You know, it depends what kind of half you're gonna have. But I feel like majority of the time you should come out like 9-6. 8-7 CT side, right? It's gonna be close, but your CT side should be like a little more comfortable. Your T side is kind of just preying on the misplays of CTs, but the map is still, in my opinion, CT sided.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes it's just a clash of playstyles, right? Like different approaches to different teams. It makes it kind of T-sided sometimes.
Depends on the level as well, but this is just 5balls playing so well across the map and knowing that they're perfect. James in con. James has been playing so well. That's his 14th frag. 96 ADR. He's been a rock for Smoke Criminals. Get a kill, gets out of con. But this is a beast split if I've ever seen it. What an entry from Impala. He just absolutely removes that player. Entering with an op. Impala's trying to do it all. He'll hold the market cross. And he'll pick them up one by one. That's his third. It's Rosino alone. And Coffee is going to hold for the repeat. As ZQ pushes close. Rosino tagged half health. ZQ puts him down. And what a round from Impala. And what a half by 5balls. I mean, they go on a run of 9 rounds with 1 interrupted. It would have been 10 in a row.
That is a really good half, I have to say. Impala, 15 kills, 4 assists, 7 deaths. Impeccable. The Opera, 111 ADR, 9 flashes, 31 utility damage. Pretty nuts, man. Pretty nuts stats. Here we go, though. The second half is here. And I imagine Smoke Criminals are ready for the aggression. And hopefully they have this all rehearsed. Smoke is coming out to block off window. That means Impala will know. Oh, it backboards. Oh, this could end poorly. Or well, I'm not sure yet.
Well, they make it up cat.
Oh, he
It comes down to Impala. Can he? Oh!
Oh!
Rosino! Playing whack-a-mole, but he's the mole. Now they're going to try to find these entries with the Glocks into the B-side. Coffee may just get run over. Oh my goodness, Roy. The B-stack falls. It's Deuce and Impala. How did this B-stack fall apart with the USPs at range, Roy? It all fell apart. Deuce is pushing in now. Impala so low, he gets his head removed. Zacy, he's looking for his third, and he's good for it. Oh my. 5balls. They had numbers and just removed.
Jesus, that was that was an awkward engagement in the middle, I have to say. I'm just still laughing at the guy who tried to you think it was Rosini. He tries to jump in the window and completely misses the ledge. Jesus Christ, man.
And then he re-jumps just to like make sure he's still there. Like, hello? Oh, yep, he's there, guys.
Does a jump, gets one tapped instantly.
Now, Smoke Criminals should send out these SMGs as kind of like a beacon.
Probe.
A probing beacon.
That's usually the play, right? Very minimal investments.
Yeah.
If there's a stack, you only lose an SMG. If there isn't a stack...
You know, it's full utility, so it should be fair off.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be one of the SMGs going in for sure here.
And if they come into A, I mean, they're sending Rosino out ramp now. And they're coming up con at the same time. Rosino spots all of them. It's a horde of zombies peeking him. He's only able to get one. They're just USPs, and now they can just run it up B. Stacy will nade his teammate. No farm, no foul. Up cat they go. This will be their round.
And Firath is lingering and connector with the SMG to farm the kills as well. He's probably going to get most of them here.
1, 2, and 3. Well done by Firath. Collects those USPs as a nice little reward on top of the money. An important part, Rosino and Firath, with those SMGs, got all the kills. Now, you're never really intentionally going to set up a round like that, but if it plays out like that, you're laughing. Because now Firath has the op with armor and utility.
Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised they upgraded the SMG, though. I would have just kept it. You have an op coming in. Rosino just takes our raw duel out rep. And Deuce has been gimped. I mean, this man just got his round
Right.
stolen away from him.
Yeah, he just got absolutely moved, and it's just constant duels and constant wins. 5 balls. How is how those 3 players cut in the open, Roy, taking one-on-ones? As ZQ will try to bring this round back, but me oh my oh me, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I think they're already poshing for the save as well. The bomb will be planted shortly. Connor, I think he's underpass if I'm not. So the minimap's always slightly misleading on that side.
Yeah, it's like, is he in ladder? Is he slightly off cat on top of the rail? Or is he in window?
Yeah.
It all kind of overlaps.
I really wish the minimap would be intuitive in the sense where it like either dims the colors if they're underground or makes the colors brighter if they're like above ground.
What if the player color changed from above ground to underground?
Yeah, that works for me as well.
That'd be cool, right? Yeah. Oh, ZQ. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
His smoke bounced. I don't know if you saw that. He threw it just before the molly fully bloomed. And he missed his smoke. He may die for it. There's a chance.
Nah, no one's even moving forward for it. There it is. All right, 10-8. Smoke criminals. That gap is slowly shrinking. I mean, with those 2 saved weapons, I'm not sure if 5balls can justify the full buy. Yeah, it's just gonna be pistols dropped, a little bit of armor here for the 5ball side, but smoke criminals are looking like a whole new team on the T side, I have to say.
Yeah, they've looked impressive. You're getting that vibe of it's their map pick now. As soon as they
Yes.
swap sides and that play style change immediately clicks, you start getting that feeling. A big clear from Firebox, you know, his spray transfer down is off a little bit, but Connor jumping off makes that work. They've cracked open the A site. And Paul has picked up an op. And he is still around here. He's towards stairs. He's gonna start this peeking adventure. Or sorry, that was Cracker towards Con. And Paul is towards CT. Now, they haven't smoked him off or anything. So he has like kind of free reign here as he starts to shift his way up.
Yeah, unluckily for him though, like nobody is peeking and now he's been legged, so I don't imagine he'll be re-peeking that. Wrecker is looking for a weapon upgrade. If Zicey wants to chase, you'll get your head removed.
That fool ran in the straightest of lines towards jungle. He really wanted to catch Impala off as he tried to cross through murder hole. No luck.
Yeah, he was beelining it.
Straight lined. At least it's a big 3K from Connor. He starts to find his feet. Now within 1 rounds. As 5 balls, they'll save the op, so this is going to be a completely full buy. With kits, I'd imagine, and everything.
Yeah, they have the money for it. I don't know if they decide to buy it or not, but I hope they do.
Impala.
Impala could have picked up a Molotov as well, but he's not going to go for it. He's going to go... actually, he's going for the aggression, so he's not even wasting money. He's actually kind of smart. I like that.
Fair enough. This is an interesting thing, though. Yeah. I do that in pugs all the time, Roy. And you know what? I always get one, and then I get...
And you just die trying to get back into sight?
Typically, yes. My teammates don't support me off cat like Coffee has just supported the escape from Impala, who escapes into connector. And Coffee not only gets killed, but takes some damage for it. So that's a perfect start for 5 balls. If this jump peeker is not careful, though, it seems like Deuce is aware that Zayski's out, though. So Zayski's just going to back it on up, shift it back out. Smoke criminal still defaulting. The 3 players still very spread out. Look for them to group momentarily, as I just have a yawning spree. Whew!
Okay, Connor tries to get a little peeky into the B site and finds his head removed. Like the guillotine. Now, Zicey's been spotted on the A side. I think he's hearing Deuce towards spawn as well. So, I mean, he knows this is likely just clear. He doesn't have to worry about many positions available right here. So, smoke Molotov for jungle. And for the bomb to cross over towards side. But there's a big gap in that smoke. And hopefully it doesn't give him a false sense. Nah, yeah, they're not even going to risk it. They're just going to go for the opposite. Ooh, what a nade!
That nade was sick. And now he's gonna be mollied out of firebox, and Paula gets a beautiful shot on Zaysty. And I think Firoth, I mean, he's got money, but at this point, I think he kind of just give up the gig. Maybe take some shots through smoke, try to be cheeky with it. A 1v4 is doable if he knows the lineup, but he is just zoned in on by 4 players. Yeah, not happening. Shut down, op retrieve if they want to double up, set up on 5 balls. We get an 11th round. Smoke Criminals have enough cash on Connor and Fearoth to drop some guns. They get another healthy buy, but it will be their last for a little bit. I mean, Fearoth will still be a little bit rich, and so will Connor. But outside of that, this is 5 balls' chance.
I agree. That was a really clean round from them as well. This is their chance to stabilize their money. Finally, something they need to do early, but it's going to be James stealing away Cracker's life so early here. He's repositioned. He could catch Deuce as well, or Deuce will catch him from below, and there it is. The even equalizer, Keith. I wish there was a stat for that, man. I really wish there was.
For what?
Equalizations, yeah. Not trades, you know?
Why don't we just call it EQ?
Yeah, I wish it was a stat.
Equalizing percent. So whoever gets the next kill after the opening frag from the other team.
Yes, but doesn't.
That's not a trade frag.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So like a playmaking play.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Connor catches Deuce as he tries to push a ramp. That stat would be hella cool. As Fearoth is trying to get some sort of foothold on the A site, and he may just do it. Oh, he catches Impala jumping. Impala now so low. This nade, Kobe. It's perfect. It claims Impala. ZQ will find a kill towards B. And I think I'm going to replace Kobe in my vocabulary with Fred Van Fleet.
Who?
Van Fleet for 3! No?
I'm the worst person for sports references, bro.
Green! From the line! No?
The basketball?
Kawhi Leonard! No? Raptors? No, all right, man, that's fine. Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I do not watch. I don't watch it. It's like me trying to like name out League of Legends players to you.
I know Sneaky, and that's only because I'm subbed to his Patreon. I mean, damn it.
I don't really blame
Move
you.
on, Roy.
He looks good.
Facts. All right, so 5 balls. Taking interesting duels at the start of the round. I mean, James was fed a kill towards that stairs player.
Sure.
But 5 balls, you're running out of cash, and you're running out of the lead. So, what's the play, boys?
Yeah, this is a big swing rack coming up for Smoke Criminals right here. Not only will they tie the game up, they'll actually gain the economic advantage, and they'll stabilize their economy in the process. But Impala's looking to have a say in that one. He's going to take down James inside the halls. Now, Deuce, Wrecker, they're up close and personal with a base setup towards a ramp. Now, this one can work out if they don't get spotted or if it doesn't get sniffed out, but they might be ready for it. Ghost Boy, Deuce, he gets spotted out. Cracker's now showing his position as well. And I think with that smoke, this is a canceled deal. There's no way they force this one.
I mean, they have no map control elsewhere. I think they're forced into this, Roy. Unless they fall back right now, make noise falling back, and regain mid control, I think they're locked and loaded. I mean, they have Connor already up and towards the palace corner. But, this is so hard. Like, they need a mistake for 5 balls. Like, 5 balls have a mistake of, like, pushing a ramp or peeking palace. There's got to be a mistake for Smoke Criminals to really convert this round.
Yeah, or they wait for Rosinho to make his way on connector, and he clears him off from... Oh, no, they're just going to go out right beforehand. Deuce Cracker is still here in a crossfire. They go 1 for 1. They know exactly where Deuce is. He needs to be eliminated quickly, and Rosinho from above, not wasting a single second. In the B, or excuse me, the A site, it is open for business. The bomb will now be planted. Flashbangs are effective towards spawn to deny any sort of early peaks, and now they can reposition.
Bit of a misplay. That Molly forcing Fearoth into a repeat. Lovely shot from Coffee. Rosino will hold cons. Get his head removed. Yeah, it's happening. Oh, Smoke Criminals take full advantage of that mistake. It's just Coffee. Not ready for Connor to peek him. And 5 balls. Maybe having issues sitting still, Roy. They kept moving.
A little antsy-pantsy in the post plans. Even before the post plan, actually. But 11-11. Things are finally tied up. Timeout comes out. Perfectly timed for 5 balls. You have a pretty hard decision to make right now, Keith. Excuse me. You have a hard decision to make right now.
I'm more disappointed that you don't know Fred Van Fleet.
Okay, fair enough. You know who Peanut is?
Of course.
Who?
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, okay, that's what
Well, but is it a Toronto sports player?
No.
Well, see, that's not a fair comparison, right?
Is it not?
I'm talking Toronto sports.
Look, I can't expect you to know about an industry that you don't watch.
That's
You know what
fair
I mean?
enough. That's fair enough. I watched the shopping channel and Counter Strike. That's it.
The shopping channel.
Yeah.
Any recent cops?
A self-stirring mug with a unfrippable top. $40 a month. It's the best thing I've ever bought.
$40 a month?
Well, yeah, you get like the new model every 3 months.
You pay $40 a month for it.
I'm just kidding. I'm
Okay,
making it up.
okay. I was gonna say that doesn't sound like a good deal.
That's a pyramid scheme.
Hey, let's get back into this right now, because 5balls will need a pyramid scheme if they want some cash in the next round. But look at Rosinho, he's going off with the utility. He catches Cracker off guard entirely, and he goes for the cat player, and he wins that duel as well. And he has decimated the rotators. Look how split the defense is now.
Oh, at least Impala is baiting for a player in CT. So if they push Impala, Deuce is here. Deuce is gonna peek win that fight. Connor back sight. This is such a bloody fighty round. Is Impala gonna do it? He's just jumping out sight. He is just gone mad. His marbles are loose. And it's Deuce on 41 HP. Impala wanted to stop the plant, but it couldn't happen. James got to the last shot. He's got it in the bag. Smoke Criminals get 12. Whew, mistakes on duels, Roy, across the map.
Wow, that was just nuts, man. Rosinho with just a raw confidence to just jump out A by himself. Goes through the smoke, kills the jungle player, kills the first rotator, turns around, kills the other rotator on Cat. Dude, that's... I'm surprised this even came down to a 2v2. The defense was like split. Nuts. Okay, Rosinho is not wasting a single second for that mid control, so the connector does belong to them.
What?
Uroth, here's Impala pushing.
Impala should have got that call. I mean, good on Deuce to find this kill towards A, but they're coming up con, and they're coming up con quick. Ooh, coffee. Who wants the VOD deleted, Roy? He'll pay you for that one. Too easy to get out front, you don't get spinned on. And now Deuce will go down. Smoke Criminals are doing it. You said it's a big, like, how you play the map type of how you determine the halves. Now, top level, you can pretty much determine that most teams would have just a general better CT side with utility management and buys. But right now, you can tell Smoke Criminals are just so much more confident and comfortable in controlling the pace and fights and plays on their T side. This is their side and their map pick clearly now.
Yeah, we're really starting to see that now for sure. No questions asked. Sad Zed can't quite find any safe haven. Flashbangs are too effective in middle, and they're not going to like the pressure, so they are going to fall right back. Impala finds a kill. Impala finds a second from triple, and he's made the defense much more comfortable now for his team. But look how split the offense is. They're 1-1-1 across the board.
And there's the secondary opposite. ZQ just posted on this Palace peak. Coffee, there's no more reason to peek towards B, but he gets his head removed. There's still another player here, though. That's Deuce. Good flash from James. Gets him up towards empty. But ZQ's got his, like, back sight cross. Ghost Boy, or excuse me, Deuce can just worry about the rest. Cracker, in the meantime, gets caught off by Connor. They leave him Paula towards A, but he has to go back and get the bomb. Mr. Worldwide. Another 90s music reference. Or I guess that's early 2000s.
Wait. There's a situation happening right now. James and Deuce have no idea where. They know that there is a player on site. They both know they're there somewhere. They just don't know where. But there it is. Deuce comes out on top. James is eliminated. Connor, as soon as he gets here, his teammate falls, and now it's suddenly awkward.
Yeah, ZQ is just going to be posted. Connor's going to try to get out window. They'll hear him fall. And ZQ holds the back. That was a lovely setup from ZQ where you said, you know what, Deuce, I got your entire backside. If he swings back towards, like, bench or crosses, yeah, I got you. And you just keep your eyes on sight. And without that, I think it would have been a really weird situation for Deuce where he would have wanted to keep moving and might have lost that round. So Good play from Impala there. There's ZQ, excuse me.
Young Sad Zed. Now, it seems, based on Smoke Criminals' positions, that this is likely a set piece towards the A site. Now, this is not a terrible call. Executes are always sus to me. Like, I never know how they're gonna go.
Well, Impala from Triple wants to shut it down. We saw Rosino do it from the CT side. It's Impala's time, but he only gets one. Now the Molly Triple, and the rotate in from Deuce. He's got to tuck tail and run back towards CT. They're raining flashes to slow these players down in Smoke Criminals, but look at all these smokes. That nade's going to be juicy, and it actually falls short. Now, Fearoth can post CT, but he's got to plant at the same time. Trying to bait a peek. They have so much time on the clock. So pressure is on the CT. He's cracked. Sure jump spot till he sees Connor through the top of the Smoking Palace. And there is no utility for Smoke Criminals to hold this retake back, but a headshot to remove ZQ, Roy. Things are getting spicy.
Oh, he tries to flash out Cracker, but he's not blinded at all. Zicey does answer back to on to Deuce, but it's a 2 versus 2. The defense is in a crossfire. James and Zicey. Excuse me, James all up by himself, and eventually finds Cracker as well. So, I mean, not the best of weapons in that scenario, and it is a 14-12. 5balls, they're in a really tough spot now, Keith. They have enough money for 2 rifles, maybe 4 rifles if they go FAMAS's on 2. And they're not going to like that. They're going to go for the pistol half-buy. They're going to go for the ops instead. I like that. A conservative decision.
Conservatively conservative. Connor. Oh! Tries to get a cat. Coffee's banging shots off. Lovely headshot on the first. Just couldn't convert the second. Now, Stacey is going to flash for his teammates. Take it up towards Cat. They still have that con smoke. They have to deal with Zed on site, and he peeks early. He takes the fight with the catwalk player with the CZ. Not the ideal fight to take. Still player in market. Fearoth got that unlocked. Easy shot in from him. This is going to be a plant from Smoke Criminals in 15. Cracker may have an AK. May give that to Deuce because he has armor? Or is he going to hold on? Seems like hanging on to it is his choice right now because he says, just go get your own gun. I got you one in window, Deuce.
Yeah, it's such a tough situation, man. Having to forfeit the map point is always a terrible feeling. Now, imagine they're here. They're going to be on a purchase anyway in the final round, so they're trying to weaken the economy for Smoke Criminals as much as possible. And it might just work out, but they only able to find 1. I think 2 kills would have had to have come through for that to be worth it anyway. But they're on a big loss bonus, and it's the potentially final round, so they're not too stressed out about it. Here we go. We've reached the end of the straw. 15-12. 3 rounds for overtime for 5balls. And it's off to a good start. Harass is right there. Raw is down to 46 HP. Hit that 42. He does answer back with some of his own damage, but the flashbang goes right behind Zicey.
He get given a free kill. Deuce really wanted that. And in the meantime, James can get top mid control. They force Comfy out of. Let's go to window. Oh, the Smoke Criminals have set themselves up so nicely now. Whatever site they pick, they have just numbers advantage straight outright. On top of that, Coffee doesn't really know where to rotate. And if he commits to CT, this is going to be a problem with Smoke Criminals. But their executes have been pretty sick. No gaps in their smokes. They've been able to isolate these site players and remove them before the rotates can come in. So we're going to see this again. On Molly towards A ramp, though. May slow him down, and Cracker peeks into him. Impala from stairs is only good for 1. It's Coffee who tries to lock it down, but he can't. He gets shut down. It's ZQ to keep them in the map, Roy, and I don't know if it's going to happen.
A 1 versus 4 coming in through spawn. He's being heard by the jungle player as well. I'm going to go ahead and say probably not happening. But let's see if ZQ has any other response. Sad Zen flashbang off to a bad start, but somehow that comes out on top. If he can find that second player, that could be the key. But there's a contingency plan. That flank's coming in slowly but surely by Connor, and it's only a matter of time. There it is.
The money flank.
The cash money flank. 26 and 16 for Impala, though. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he played lights out. I mean, 16 effective flashes on top of that, while having a 20% headshot ratio. You know,
Hmm.
not the best, but I mean, he's hopping, dropping that many kills. That's absurd. But you have to really say that Smoke Criminals turned that around. Everyone started performing well. Zaysky was, I noticed Zaysky was trying to like frag. If not, he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna throw support nades and I'm gonna entry frag." He was being very supportive and using his entire utility kit on T side, and then being like, "Hey, let me run in first, trade me out." Like he was being very like generous. When you're having a bad game, you got to be like that kind of like sacrificial like
For
lamb.
sure, for sure.
But Smoke Criminals really turned that around.
Absolutely. I mean, they played really well. The CT side was looking kind of sus for a little bit. I was like, I wasn't too sure how they were gonna do. It seemed like everything was going in 5balls' favor, but we no, we said it early. Sometimes it is really just a clash of playstyles of Mirage, which makes it incredibly T-sided. It's just different approaches just clash differently, and it's a different reaction. But job well done by Smoke Criminals. They picked up their map pick. Now we will be moving on to Nuke. That is 5balls' territory. That's coming up next shortly here in a couple minutes, everyone. If you haven't done so already, please do follow our socials: Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. These are great ways for you to keep track of everything happening within Winners League, as well as support us as the org while we, give back to the players, give back to the orgs that are participating under our league. So help us help these players out by just helping our metrics. And we'll be back in about a couple minutes, maybe like 3 to 5 minutes max.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by VBet. Play responsibly. And by